Hello everyone, my name's Savannah Cisco, and I'd like to pose a question to you. Have you ever felt that when you try to communicate with somebody, whether that be a classmate, a professor, a friend, a family member, an acquaintance you just met on the street, that you can't communicate effectively? Maybe you come off as nervous, unconfident, unfriendly, maybe even a little untrustworthy. This could be due to your nonverbal communication. According to an article by Medium.com, about 80% of communication is done so non-verbally. So it's a very important aspect of our daily lives as everybody communicates, so it's important to do so effectively. I've researched different body shapes and nonverbal communication to help us with this task, because learning to communicate with a more open body shape will help you to better understand and to better communicate with others in the future. We'll first talk about the different body shapes and nonverbal communication. Then we'll talk about its importance in our life and in our communication. And then we'll end with some effective strategies to help you with your nonverbal communication. So our two main body shapes in nonverbal communication are an open body shape and a closed body shape. An open body shape promotes friendliness, trustworthiness, and confidence as you present your information. You can think of this as a 5-year-old child. They say stuff with their full chest, and in fact, the main part of their body, which is their torso, is open to their listener. They're confident this way. They present their information strongly, and most of the time, they're friendly. A closed body shape shows that you are nervous, that you're untrustworthy, and then you come off unfriendly. You can think of this as close to a middle schooler. They're often hunched over as they speak, maybe even looking down. They're not making eye contact with their audience. They come off as apprehensive, as unnervous, and you're not as likely to trust the information that they're presenting to you. So why is it important to have an open body shape as we communicate? Well, it helps to have a more positive impact on our listener. Our listener will then communicate more effectively back to us, building our connections in our life and in our communication as we communicate more effectively. Communication is a two-way street, and it's important to do your part so they can do their part. So what are some effective strategies to help you have a more open body shape as you communicate? The first thing you can do is relax. Maybe even take a couple deep breaths. The next thing you can do is maintain eye contact with your listener. This shows that you have an interest in the communication that's happening between them and you. The next thing you can do is sit or stand up straight. This opens up the main part of our body, which is our torso, to our audience, to our listener. It shows that we're confident in the information that we're conveying. The next thing that we can do is keep our head up. This helps with our eye contact and better ensuring that they have an interest in what we're saying and we have an interest in what we're saying, meaning the listener. The last thing that you can do is lean forward ever so slightly. This helps to show that you have an interest in what they're saying, building that deep connection that I talked about earlier. Because learning how to communicate with a more open body shape will help us to have a deeper understanding and to better communicate with others in the future. And to have a more open body shape compared to a closed body shape is better in our communication as it has a more positive impact and builds deeper connections, employing different strategies such as relaxing, maintaining eye contact, keeping our body upright, keeping our head upright, and leaning forward ever so slightly helps to maintain an open body shape as we communicate. Thank you for listening, and please employ any of these strategies to help you to have a more open body shape as you non-verbally communicate.